Welcome to the module Customer Relationship Management. In this particular presentation, we're going to focus on the importance or significance of customer relationship management. Our focus is going to be on the profit-oriented entities because this is where the elements of customer relationship management comes in. The lives of the profit-oriented organizations basically depend on the customers. If they do not have the customers, of course, the organization is most likely going to collapse. So by the end of this presentation, I expect you to identify and implement customer retention strategies in the organization, create personalized customer experiences, establish customer-centric cultures in the organization, and finally, addressing customer concerns and complaints within the profit-oriented organization. So having looked at the learning outcome, let us focus now on the importance of the customer relationship management. Number one is we are talking about customer retention. So acquiring new customer is very expensive for organization because you have to advertise a lot. You have to make sure that you do a lot of promotions in order to attract new customer. But if you have a retention strategy in place, you are going to reduce on the cost associated with getting new customers for the organization. So one of the importance of customer relationship management is to make sure that you retain the current customer you have. So this module helps you in retaining customers by providing personalized experiences and addressing their needs. So when talk of personalization, I'm basically talking about customizing the services based on the needs of the current customer you are having. So you can't do that if you do not have the customer relationship management strategies in place. So that is the advantage or importance number one of customer relationship management. The next importance of customer relationship management is the customer loyalty. Customer loyalty is when customers always buy from you. Someone will travel long distance just to buy from you, not because there are no other products or services within his or her location, but because of that element of loyalty. The customer will always look for you regardless of the time, regardless of the distance. In some instances, you find that even if your shop is closed, someone will still wait for you to buy from you. That is what you call customer loyalty. It happens because of the relationship. You must have built a very good relationship with such a customer. Otherwise, no one will be waiting for you until you come and open the shop to get the services or the product from you when there are very many shops within the area. So that is how customer relationship management is very important. So it fosters loyalty by understanding customer preferences and delivering tailored solutions. When you understand what your customer needs, when you understand the choice of your customer, it means that you are going to design a product which is basically going to be addressing his or her needs. Especially if you're working in a manufacturing organization, or let me say you're operating a manufacturing company. So a customer has been buying from you for the last 10 years. You must have known his or her preferences. Now, by doing that, you're going to tailor your services or your products to make sure that it aligns with his preferences and the choice. So that's about the significance or importance of having customer relationship management systems in place. So customer loyalty is very important, especially in this competitive environment. The next importance of customer relationship management is increase the sales. Like I've explained to you from the beginning that the lives of this profit-oriented organization depends on the customers. It depends on the people who are buying from them. If they do not have enough customer, it means that the business is going to collapse. So increasing sales means that you are going to reduce on the money you spend to acquire new customers. Then the money you can use to make sure that you buy in new products, you invest in the business. By the end of the day, you are going to increase the sales because the more customers you have, the more profits you are going to make. So having more customers is one thing, Okay, and then in having the services available they want is another. You can have plenty of customers, yet the products they want you don't have. So where do you get the product from? By saving the money which you're going to spend on acquiring new customer to get those products they want. So if you're doing that, it means that you are going to increase the sale of your product. Then by analyzing customer data, business can identify cross-selling and upselling opportunities. So customer data, you can only obtain customer data through customer relationship management. You get to know the name of the customers, how long has the customer been buying from you, his income level, you will be able to know based on his purchasing power, etc. All this helps you to make sure that you stock enough, because you know that the customer you're having, they do have the purchasing power to buy your commodity, which can increase your sale. So the next advantage or importance of customer relationship management is it enhances customer experience. Okay, when customer comes and buy from you, you tailor the services according to their needs and preferences. Of course, that kind of experience will not be obtained anywhere. The customer will always come to you because of the unique experience they have with you. So instead of buying from your competitors, they will end up coming to buy from you because of the experience, because of the services, unique services you are giving to him or her. So it helps in resolving customer issues promptly and efficiently. Customer issues could be the issue of delayment in delivering the services or the product to the customers. It could be some issues to do with the quality of the products or services being sold to the customers. So if you keep on rectifying those problems, for example, if the customer has bought a product from you and then the person has noticed some defection in the product, so it is your responsibility as the organization to make sure that you accept and they compensate the customer. And you need to be apologetic. Okay, when the customer comes to you to complain about the quality of the product, you must be apologetic. That is the language of the business. But if you have someone who is not apologetic, the customer comes in, then the person starts shouting at the customer, blaming the customer for the fault in the product, then you are going to bury yourselves by not having many customers. If you don't have many customers, of course, your business is very useless without the customer. So these are some of the advantages or importance of having customer relationship management systems in the organization. So we still continue with the importance of the customer relationship management. The next one is improved communication. Okay, so customer relationship management centralizes customer information, making it easier for teams to communicate and collaborate. So when talk of that, it's all about the data. Okay, the name of the customer, you know, the phone numbers of your customer, if it is the email, the methods of communication, you have them. So you can easily communicate to them whenever there is a new product or service is being brought into the facility or to the organization. You can easily communicate them. Okay, you can wake up one day and then call your customer, product ABCT is available. So that's how communication becomes very easy. Otherwise, if you do not have the contact of the customers, then it becomes very difficult for you to communicate the availability of your products to them. So this is all possible because of having customer relationship management in place. So it ensures that all team members have access to updated customer data. The team members we are talking about here, especially our focus is on the sales force or the marketing department. Marketing department is a bigger unit, but we have sub-units within the marketing department. We have the sales force, we have the people who manages customer complaints, we have people who make sure that they deliver the product or services in time. All these are within the marketing unit. So it makes sure that all the people within the marketing setting or within the marketing department have access to the updated information in terms of the customer's name, even the location of the customer. Okay, you can decide to surprise your customer by bringing the product to his or her home because you know the location. So all that is possible because of having a customer relationship management system in place. Okay. The next importance of having customer relationship management system is better decision making. If the company wants to import or wants to buy new products, they will know exactly what product to buy and the quantity to buy, because of the data information they have from their customers. Okay, some of the customers, they give suggestions on the quality of the product, they give suggestions on the size or even the color of the product. So as a manager or as a marketing manager in an organization, you'll be able to know what your customer wants and then buy exactly what is needed by them. So organization can make informed decisions based on data-driven analytics provided by customer relationship management systems. So data in terms of the purchasing pattern of the customers, okay, the quantity the customer is buying, you have the data. So when you're ordering for new product, you will order exactly what is going to be bought by your customers, because you already have the data in place. The price will not be issues, things to do with if I bring this will need to be bought will not be there, because you already have the information available through customer relationship management systems. So these are some of the importance of having customer relationship management system in an organization. So still looking at the importance, we are continuing with the importance of a customer relationship management. The next one is a competitive advantage. A competitive advantage is the uniqueness you have over other organizations providing the same services. That's what we call competitive advantage. So if you have customer relationship management in place, you are 1 or 2 steps ahead of your customer. I mean, your competitors who are not having the customer relationship management system in place. That helps you in terms of tailored services, or what we call personalized services, improve communication in terms of calling the customers and telling them the availability of the products and commodity you have in place, in terms of also retaining the current customers. The retained customer can actually bring more customers to the organization based on the services and product you are offering. So having customer relationship management in place actually gives you the competitive edge over other organizations operating in the same sector. So it helps in differentiating your brand and creating a positive reputation in the market. So that's about the uniqueness I was talking about. The next important is that the customer feedback. Of course, customer can always give you feedback about the products or the services you are delivering to them. Some of this feedback can be positive and others can be negative. So in management, no feedback is bad. If it comes out to be positive, maintain that or do better. And also if it comes out to be negative, then you need to work hard to make sure that you rectify or you close the gap which is creating the negative perception about your product or services. So as a manager in an organization, it's very important that, in fact, I can say that the negative feedback is more important than the positive feedback. Okay. So customer relationship management has that element of the customers giving you the feedback concerning the products, concerning your services, etc. It will help you to make sure that you improve on them. Then the feedback helps in identifying areas of improvement and enhance customer satisfaction, which I have already explained. So when the areas of weaknesses have been identified and then efforts have been put in place to make sure that they are corrected. In fact, by doing that, you are making the customer satisfied. The customer who brought in that complaint will go home when he or she is actually satisfied. And what happens if your customer is satisfied is, of course, you are going to retain such a customer. So these are some of the importance associated with the customer relationship management strategy in place. So having looked at the importance of the customer relationship management, now let us focus on the strategies for retaining and cultivating loyal customers in an organization. The first strategy is you need to understand your customers' needs and expectations. How do you understand their needs and expectations? Is through having the customer relationship management system in place. The feedback from the customers, you'll be able to understand what they want and what they expect from you through the feedback. We have just looked at the feedback. Okay, so under understanding the customer expectation, you need to know your target audience. Okay, whom are you targeting? Are you targeting And the women, are you targeting the men? What category of market are you targeting? Okay, and then you need to understand their pain points. The pain points is when they are dissatisfied with the services, is what you call the pain point. Okay, is spending the money on a product but the product is fake. That point you need to understand it as an organization, as a manager. It helps you a lot to make sure that you rectify it. Okay, so you need to personalize their experiences. After knowing their preferences, after understanding their pain points, now you need to make it to individual level. Do not generalize at this point, because what satisfies customer A will not be what satisfies customer B. Okay, what dissatisfies customer B might not be what dissatisfies customer A. So that's why they say that one man's meat is another man's what? Poison. That's the element of personalization and experience. Okay. The next one is you need to set clear expectations. This is when you are explaining the features of the product to your customers, the policies, and then the timelines for delivering the product has to be clearly explained to your customer, so that they know, when I've placed the order today, I will get this product in the next 2 or 3 days. That's what you call setting clear expectations. So in the next 2-3 days, that's when the customers will call you. But they will not call you today after placing the order, because they know that the products or the services will be delivered in the stated date. So by doing that, you are actually cultivating an element of loyalty and retention. So this customer will not call you immediately, but he will give you the time as communicated. But if that time elapses without the services or products being delivered, that's when they will call out. They will call you to find out exactly what is happening. Okay, so that is the strategy number one of understanding the customer needs and the expectations. The next strategy is now delivering exceptional customer services. So when talk of exceptional customer services, we're talking about unique, a service which cannot be attained from other organizations. Okay, a product which other organizations cannot produce, but you are the one producing it. So how do you intend to achieve that? One is that you need to invest in employee training. Okay, especially the frontline employees, the people who interact with the customers. They are very important assets to the organization. Okay, because they give impression to the customers. If there are any complaints, the customer first narrate to them, then they bring it to the management. So you need to train them in terms of managing difficult customers. There are some customers, they are problematic. Okay, they come in and see they want to fight. So you need to train your employees to handle such kind of customers. Otherwise, if you don't train them, they'll end up also acting the way the arrogant customer is acting. Then the end result is, of course, fight. Okay. But in the organization, it will not help, because the customer tomorrow will never come back to buy from the organization, and he or she will start preaching bad things about that company. And what will happen is, of course, the potential customers who will be coming to buy from your business will never, because of one dissatisfied customer. So under deliver exceptional services, you need to make sure so that you invest in your employees, especially the frontliners. Okay. The next one is you need to offer multiple communication channels. Okay. The customers will be able to talk to the CEO. The customers will be able to talk to the managing director, to the marketing manager, whoever is involved in the management of the organization. So do not only allow the frontline employees, the sales force, to interact with the customer. It will not be exceptional services. Okay? The customer will have a very good experience if he or she has ever interacted with the CEO of the company and then take some pictures there. That customer will never forget that day. Okay? That is how you retain the customer. The next one is you need to go extra mile. Okay? By going extra mile, we mean that by offering small things. For example, you can write a birthday message to your customer. Okay? You already have the data. The phone number is already there. The birthday details is there. Okay? You can text that person happy birthday. that one is enough to motivate that customer to remain loyal with you. That's what we call exceptional service. Okay. Sometimes you can design a simple card you give to that customer. Okay. Or it could be a surprise visit by the CEO to come and visit the customer. So that one is how you maintain your customer. So these are some of the strategies you need to employ under delivering exceptional customer services. A service which cannot be received from an organization, but only from your organization. Leave alone buying things, delivering goods. This is not what we are talking about. We are talking about things beyond buying commodities or services from your organization. So the next one is creating a rewarding customer journey. So under creation of the rewarding customer journey, we are talking about the implementation of a loyalty program. Okay, I just explained to you recently that loyalty program, customer loyalty is a situation whereby a customer always buys from you regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the distance. Okay, that customer is loyal and is willing to buy from you. So you need to offer reward points, discounts. Okay. When a customer comes to buy from you, you are taking record. You know that by the end of this month, this customer has bought 3 or 4 times at this amount of money. The next person, this person comes, you can deduct, you can give him or her a discount. That customer will come back next time to buy from you, and even will come with more customer. That's how you create a reward customer journey. Okay. The next one is you need to personalize customer communications. If you have been communicating via email, sometimes you need to look at who is interested in email, who is not interested in email. Because you can be using email when that person feels like the email is not the best way of communicating to him. Even promotion. How do you promote your commodity? Many people go to TV stations, the radio station to promote their commodity. Others could go and organize for a radio talk show as a means of promoting their products. For you can personalize it by coming to the home of the customer with your product and promote it. As simple as that. So that's what we call customization or communication. Okay. The next one is that you need to create a sense of community. So, okay, your Facebook page or social media page has to be interactive. Okay. Your customers are commenting, you are replying to them. That's a sense of community, belonging or being together. So these are some of the strategies of creating a customer loyal program. Let's continue. The next strategy is you need to continuously measure and improve the metrics. Okay. Number one is you need to track the key metrics. So you need to monitor customer satisfaction scores. Okay. How are your customers satisfied with the services or the product you're offering? The churn rates. Okay. When talk of the churn rates, you're talking about the customer not buying from you because of some misunderstandings between the organization and them. Okay. Then repeat purchase. How often is that customer buying from you? These are some of the metrics we are talking about. You need to measure and improve them. Okay. If the customer is not satisfied, you've discovered that the customers are not satisfied, of course you can have strategies to improve on the level of satisfaction, etc. Okay. So you need to gather feedback. Feedback is very important, like I've emphasized before. You need to focus more on the negative feedback. It helps a lot as a manager. Don't focus on the negative. Okay? With the negative, you don't need to do a lot, but with the positive, you don't need to do a lot, but with the negative feedback, of course, you have to do a lot to improve it. So focus on that. Then act on insights. When talk of act on insight, we are meaning that you need to use data from your customers regarding your product or services. Then based on those data, you can now act. Okay, so that is how you measure and continuously improve some of the metrics in the organization in terms of customer satisfaction, purchase rate, etc. So having looked at that, now let's look at the loyalty and the retention benefits. Significance of having customer loyalty programs in an organization. Number one is increased customer lifetime value. Okay, when talk of customer lifetime value, we're talking about the day when the customer starts buying from you until when he or she stops buying from you. That's what you call customer lifetime value. Okay, it helps a lot in terms of generating profit to the organization. For example, if you have a valuable customer, highly valuable customer, someone who comes to the premises or to the shop, buys at a large quantity, that's a valuable customer. You don't need to lose such a customer. They are very important asset to your organization. Okay. So another benefit is reduced churn rate. I've told you that churn rate is when someone has, the customers are no longer buying from you. Okay. Okay. They have desist from buying from you. They are now buying from your competitor. That's what we call churn rate. So retaining existing customer is cheaper than acquiring new ones, like what you have looked at in the beginning. Okay. Retaining them, you just need to play around with them. But acquiring a new customer, you have to go extra mile, advertising on the radio, on the TV, whatever platform you prefer, to make sure that you attract the customers. It's very expensive. So whatever you're doing should be around retaining the new customer, because retaining the customer is the best way, because they're going to market, spread the gospel, word of mouth, okay, to other potential customers to come and they join them. So they become an agent of the organization. Okay. The next one is a positive word of mouth marketing. I've just explained it. The retained customers who are satisfied will actually go out there and advocate for your business. You'll be seated in the office, you'll be seated wherever you are, but these customers are there spreading the gospel about your business, just because of having loyalty program in place. Okay. The next one is enhanced brand reputation. Okay. You're going to have a very good reputation in the society. Why? Because the retained customer will always talk good things about you. If there is any negative element of publication against you, of course they will always come and defend you. They say, no, this organization, I've been buying from them for the last 5 years. They have not been doing ABCD. They will always defend you. Okay, that's how you create a very good reputation or image in the society, because of having a loyalty and retention program in your organization. The next one is, now we're going to look at approaches to customization. Customization simply means personalization. What are the approaches? Number one is we're talking about product customization. Okay. When we talk of product customization, we are talking about designing product functionality based on the preferences of the individual customers. Okay. You can have the same product, but maybe the taste. For example, you're manufacturing sugar. Okay. Someone can think that, for me, I don't need much quantity. You can reduce the size. Okay. Another example is maybe juice. Okay. You are a company which is specialized in manufacturing juice. Some people they take high sugar, but others they take low. So you will just know that the customer who doesn't take much sugar, you need to reduce on his or her sugar intake. That is what you call product customization. And then you also have pricing customization. Okay. With pricing customization, we are talking about giving discounts now. Okay, you give discounts to your most valuable and loyal customer. Okay, you can give a discount of maybe 5% or 10% based on that. Then to other customers, you don't give discount, especially the new customers. Okay, and you can decide to say, okay, since you're my good customer, take this, you pay in installment. That's what we call price customization. So price will not be fixed to every person. You need to know who to give the discount to. You need to know who is to be allowed to pay on installment or in installment. That's what I mean by price customization or personalization. Then the next one is the communication customization. Okay, you need to look at which kind of channel to use to deliver your information to the customers. You may not necessarily use phone call. You may decide to use Facebook. You may decide to use radio, etc., depending on the people you are targeting. Then the next one is, of course, service customization. So service customization is simply like a product customization. Okay, so you need to know who deserves which services and at what cost and why. This is very important. It helps a lot in making someone feel satisfied. Okay. For example, if you work in a hotel business, Okay, we have some customers, we call them the VIPs. Those ones, they deserve a different service compared to the ordinary customers. So that's what we mean by service customization as approaches to personalization or customization. So let us look at the benefits of customized offerings now. What is the benefit of customization or personalization? One is increased customer satisfaction and loyalty. Okay, we are now repeating this. A customer satisfaction and loyalty is basically someone who is always committed to buy from you regardless of what. Okay, satisfaction is someone who is always contented with the products or services you are offering. Why? Because they are unique. They address their particular needs. Then improve market and sales effectiveness. Okay, you're going to have a targeted kind of marketing strategies because you know the people you're going to deal with. By doing that, you're going to sell exactly what is needed by the customers, and then the issues of losses will not be there because you know who is going to be buying this product and at how much. Okay. The next benefit is enhanced customer lifetime value. The customer lifetime value we're talking about is that the day someone comes to buy from you, the first day, and then the last day maybe the person will buy from you. All this period could be 5 years, 10 years. That is the customer lifetime value. It's very, very important to make sure that you have such lifetime. Okay. If you have a customer who has been loyal to you for the last 5, 10 years, then you are not badly off as an organization in terms of competition, etc. Okay. Then to reduce the churn rate. Okay. The issues of not buying from you will not be there. Customer will always come and buy from you because of your personalized services. So having looked at that, now let us look at the strategies for successful customization. How do you successfully customize services or product to the needs of your customers? One is that you need to invest in data collection and analysis. Data is very important. Okay. Information gathering is very important concerning your customers. Okay. Their purchasing pattern. How often do they buy from you? And the quantity they are buying. It's very important for you to know. That will help you to determine exactly how much this person is earning. You will know his purchasing power, and then you will be able to customize product and services based on his or her buying behavior. Then you need to develop a clear segmentation criteria. Okay, you need to know which group of customers to customize product to. That's also very important. Okay, their characteristics. Okay, how long do they buy? How much? These are some of the things you need to look at when you're doing segmentation. Divide them. Okay. The first one is about collecting information. Now this is about dividing the information now for a better implementation. The next one is build flexible offerings. Okay. So discounts will not be always in terms of price reduction. Sometimes you can give extra free commodity to the person as part of your discount. You need to be flexible. Okay. Then you need to continuously adapt and refine your customization process because it might get outdated. People's preferences keep on what? Changing. Okay. Don't assume that this person is always buying the same thing. Might not be. He's going to change one day. So you need to refine. Where the person has changed the behavior, change also according to his or her behavior. So that's what I had for you in this presentation. Thank you so much for watching. We'll link up in the next session.